Today, you are going to write your first paragraph, and in your assignment are several documents that are there just for you to refer to. You're not going to be doing anything to them. And the one that you see right now is one of them. It's that Hook Your Reader page. You did an Ed puzzle yesterday on Hook Your Reader. So it just gives you basically those general ideas of a really good way to maybe get your reader interested. That very first, what you would call hook them. I like to use a question when I start paragraphs oftentimes because I think it makes people refer to their own experience. Have you ever gone to the swimming pool? Well, most people probably have gone to a swimming pool, and maybe just by asking that simple question, it conjures something in their mind of a memory or something from their own experiences. You can also start with dialogue, especially if you're going to be having conversation within that paragraph, or with a setting or the fact or something funny, or that onomatopoeia, one of those fun words where you could start with a word that means a sound, like splash, I dove into the pool feet first. Okay, so the hooks are how you get your reader interested. And this is, again, something that you went over yesterday. Another thing that's going to be in your assignment is a copy of what we call transitional words. This is probably one of the best documents I can share with you. And if you have access to a printer, I would strongly encourage you to print this out so that you have it to refer to not only in this class as we begin writing all of our paragraphs this week and next week, but as you have writing in other classes. This is a great chart for how you get from one sentence to another with smooth transition. You don't just write something like it's a list. The ones that we use the most are probably the time one at the top, like first, next, suddenly, then, finally, meanwhile. Also, cause and effect. Therefore, for that reason, or due to, or as a result. This is just a great chart for you to use to start sentences within your paragraph that give a nice flow, a transition to the next sentence, so it doesn't sound choppy. So this is another one of your documents in there. There's a third document in there. And again, just for your reference, these are great topic sentence starters. So for instance, down here, like I said, I like to use the questions, like when's the last time? And you could stick that in front of anything. When's the last time you had a home cooked meal? When's the last time you went out and looked at the stars at night? Okay, you can do that with anything. Did you ever wonder why, birds migrate in the wintertime? Did you ever wonder? You can do a million things. Those are questions. And up here, you can start, especially if you're trying to persuade somebody or teach them about something. You can start with, well, in my opinion, or I feel that, or without a doubt. So, for instance, I could say, without a doubt, texting and driving is not a good idea. While it's clear that many people do text and drive, it's not a good idea. Some may say that texting's not a big deal behind the wheel, but it's really dangerous. I can take that same topic and use any of these to make a starter. And then you've got your conclusion sentences. That's the final sentence that wraps it up. And basically, you are almost restating your topic sentence, but you'll start it a little differently. So you can start it with, in conclusion, people really should put down their phones and concentrate on driving. Or, as a result, I think it should be against the law to text and drive, or for this reason, or for these reasons, or in summary, or finally, or you can see that it's not a good idea, and so on and so on and so on. These are just great starters for sentences for topic and how to start a conclusion sentence. And then finally, and again, not one of these pages I've shown you is anything you're doing anything with. These are just to help you and you refer to. It's when you get to that document that says example paragraph, you will be given a topic and you'll even be given the 3 details. You should always have at least 3 supporting details that go along with your topic sentence. If you can't come up with 3, then maybe your topic sentence isn't strong enough. Maybe you need to come up with a different idea. So what I've done is I've taken a topic, texting while driving should be against the law. I have 3 details that prove or support this. There's already enough distractions when driving. Missouri is one of 3 states. Now there's 50 states. That means 47 other states. It's illegal, and yet it's still not illegal in Missouri. And finally, I have to swerve away from texters as they cross into my lane. I am constantly, I feel like, on the defense when I drive. So here is my topic, and here are my details, my 3 details. And I'm going to write them in a paragraph. So first, I want to hook my reader. So I'm going to start with, when is the last time a driver made you mad because they were texting behind the wheel? There I go. I started with a question. We can all relate to it. Texting and driving should be illegal. So this is really my topic sentence introduction right there. First, there's a transition word. There are already plenty of things to distract people when they're driving, like loud music or other bad drivers. Now, see, I embellished on this. I didn't just say that there are other distractions, I gave examples of some of those distractions. I honestly have to swerve away from texters every day. There's another one of my details. Did you know that Missouri, there's another question, is one of the only 3 states that have not made it against the law? So I've got my details in there. I've added, I've embellished. I didn't just write them exactly as I see them up here. And then I'm going to wrap it up. Clearly, it is time we put down our phones and put your hands on the wheel, where they belong. So I took these and I made it into a paragraph. It's not exactly, if you're thinking all paragraphs then should be 5 sentences long, no, 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 don't ever think that. This one detail, I might use 2 or 3 sentences to get that one detail across, or just to make the paragraph flow better. So make sure that you aren't ever tied to the notion that, oh, a topic sentence, 3 details, and 1 conclusion sentence means all paragraphs are 5 sentences long. That's just not true. So your job today is going to take this topic, whether you agree with it or not, is not important. Maybe you couldn't agree less. That has nothing to do with the fact that I want you to take this topic. I want you to come up with a good topic sentence, hook me, ask a question, use one of those starters. While it's clear that dogs might be a pet that everyone loves, another great pet could be a pig. I mean, anything. Somehow you're going to hook the reader, and then you're going to use these details. And you're not just going to say pigs are clean, period. You're going to embellish on that sentence. You're going to make it flow. So you're going to use these details, the fact that they're clean animals, the fact that they eat anything, so you don't need special food. And the third detail, you can actually train them to go outside. And then again, you're going to wrap it up with a good conclusion sentence that basically once leads me to think that, wow, pigs really would make a great pet. So your job today is to take this simple little set of 3 details and its topic and create a strong paragraph using a good hook topic sentence, getting me interested, sentences that get these 3 details across with flow. Use that transitional chart. It's really going to help. And then a good conclusion sentence. So again, if you can print out any of these documents that you can use and refer to in the future, and as you do this paragraph and your future paragraphs over the next week and a half, that would be great. But they're still here. They will remain here, and I will probably attach them into future assignments.